For 12 years, this house on East Main Street, he called it home.
And you would say, you know, but you want to hold on to those memories, but sometimes those memories are heartbreaking.
For 2 weeks, Coby Bleakney's mom, Tammy, has been waiting.
Because you keep waiting for him to walk in. You keep waiting to tell him to pick up his shoes. You keep waiting for him to be hollering on the Xbox and tell him to settle down. It's dead silent.
Oh my God, it's such a beautiful day outside.
Tammy says her son, the sweetest, highly intelligent, most caring child. She and ex-husband Chad adopted him at just 14 months old. But the 6th grader at Maysville Middle School, try as he may, wasn't friends with everyone.
We knew Coby was being picked on.
So much so, he never wanted to go to school.
He put up a fight every morning not to go to school.
She says if he complained enough, she'd let him stay home. Then came the morning of March 22nd.
This is the first day I had ever stood my ground and told this child he had to go to school.
Coby didn't want to go to school. Tammy was on the phone with Chad, who was on the road for work. She gave Coby the phone.
So I just told him, I said, you know what? You go to school, have a great day, and I love you. He said, I love you too, Dad.
Coby gave the phone back to his mom, who then went to the kitchen for a moment before returning to Coby's room to find him lying on the floor.
It was so bad that he already had his little backpack on for school, had his coat on, shoes, whole 9 yards, ready to walk out the door. And he had took his life because he could not get on that bus to go to school anymore.
Law enforcement told Tammy Coby had shot himself. He used her gun she kept locked in a safe in her room. She says she never heard a shot.
You know, seeing my baby lay there that morning, I can honestly say I'm living hell. I'm living a parent's worst hell.
She believes what made him do it, bullying, something she says she tried to help him with by calling the school several times.
It was just kind of wiped under the rug.
And each time,
that's what we were told. Kids will be kids.
She says nothing happened. She recalls one conversation with Coby and the school principal after Coby had been heard talking about suicide. She thought he would get help through Allwell, which provides care for students.
They sent the papers home that day. I signed them. I was under the impression the counseling would start the very next day. That never happened.
That was 3 months before his death.
So do we have a bullying problem? Absolutely.
Point blank, is there a bullying problem in Maysville schools?
Is there a bullying problem in Maysville schools? I'm not sure what you mean by that question.
Maysville Local School District Superintendent Ruth Zitnick says bullying is not tolerated.
But I do think sometimes kids can be mean, no matter where we're at. That's just a part of growing up.
But the district is trying to help. In the last 6 months, Zitnick says it has been working with the Muskingum County Health Center for school-based care, including looking at the school culture and climate. Also, a $10,000 grant for the program No Bullying Schools, which will kick off in September to help empower students and families. One family, though, is now one less.
You know, that's what I have of my son to carry with me.
A tattoo on Tammy's left forearm. I love you, Mom. Something Coby had scribbled on paper. It's what she now carries on her while she works to end bullying.
And I will take the rest of my life to try to save at least one.
As far as bullying policies for Maysville Local School District, Zitnick says they align with the Ohio Revised Code. And then talking about the death of Coby Bleakney, Zitnick says it was traumatic and the school provided support through its crisis team for students and staff. Jerry.
Just an awful situation there. Brian, what is law enforcement saying about all this?
Well, earlier today I was talking with Captain Steve Welker with the Muskingum County Sheriff's Office, and he said that the death of Bleakney is an open investigation. He says this is a typical thing that happens when there is a death where bullying might have played a role in the death. He also told me today there have been several suicides in Muskingum County in the last year. I asked him for a specific number on that. He would only say several.
Thanks, Bryant.